forward to this, Richard?
No.
Why not?
I should just have rested for 10 days and stayed in our nice little apartment that we have.
He's actually going to do 2,000 miles today, aren't you, Richard? Too loud, it's about the third time. Debbie Sterling, 2,000 SVN miles today. Debbie is the girl who makes the fantastic flapjacks, so whenever you see her, see people. And Graham Heritage, 100th marathon today. And Graham has read the rules and brought a fantastic cake. Thank you indeed. You may have seen people wandering around in SVN hoodies from time to time, like so. The hoodies. These cannot be bought, but they can be earned. And occasionally, you'll see people in grey ones, like Andrew. Thank you for all the M&Ms. Sometimes you see purple people, like Jenny.
Oh, hold on.
If you see someone in a purple hoodie, that means they've helped out about 100 times.
Oh,
We've got someone here today who's helped out about 100 times. You will know his face. He is Phil, King of the Clippers and Rollins! Thank you very much. You have now been upgraded to a purple hoodie. And if you're Rachel, you get a bluish one, because no one else is allowed to have it apparently.
Because I'm special. I'd say aquamarine. Alan's wearing teal.
All men can just turn off the conversation. Blue, and blue. Right, who likes the seawall?
No.
You're in good news today. You may have noticed the flashing light of doom on the seawall. There is a squall come over from France, and we are off the seawall, which means we are on the backup route. Who did the Tolkien run?
Yeah.
It's that route. So basically, we're going to head out of here. You go straight to the end of the path to reach a seawall. You do a right and a right onto the other path. There's two paths here. You come along by the railway line. You then come through the gate. You go through the gate. You go through the car park. You bear left. You then go into the wasteland, where you will find a very obvious line of cones. You follow the hundreds of bloody cones in there. You follow the cones around to the end. You don't run into the grass bank, but you turn around and you go back exactly the way you came, all the way back along by the railway line, turn left and left, and you come back to here. 3.28 miles. Only one lap to be a finisher. 4 for a half, 5 or 6 for a heavy half, 7 for a severe scalding to get on with it, 8 for a marathon, 9 for a short ultra, 9 and a bit I'll make up for 50k. You must be out on your last lap, 5:59, 59 after start. If you finish last lap, there will be lots of videos here. Thank you guys. Are we all reasonably happy? Have we all got a card to be punched?
No parking.
Have you all paid for your car parking?
I believe I said that.
45 seconds.
Hey!
Come on, Terry. 10.
Don't be so mean.
7, 6, 24.
Hey!
3:59:32.
Well done.
We were lying.
Look at him.
If your name is Kim Davis, where are you, Kim? Where are you? 1,000 SBN miles today. If your name is Justine Flex, 2,000 SBN miles today. I would also like to say thank you. Our last 3 weekends were at Sampire, Yorkshire and Northampton, which are a long way apart. We've had 3 people though, well 3 people and 2 of their partners come to all 3 weekends. So thank you, Steve Burrows, Bill and Dawn, and to the Cornwall Massive, Neil and Caroline, who come up from Cornwall despite their hangovers. Very impressive. You may have noticed some people wear SBN hoodies with their names on. These cannot be earned, but they can be. Yes, they can. If you help out a little bit, you get a grey one. If you help out quite a bit, like 100 times, you get a purple one. Where's Phil? Where's your phone? Gave it to you yesterday. Where is it? Well, Phil's got a purple one, and Jenny isn't aware of them. There is a very rare super category, though, of which Karen is a holder of one. Where are you, Karen? No one will recognise Karen because she's got new hair. Karen is the new blonde. If you are a bloke, by the way, Karen's had her hair dyed, and it's not blue apparently. But we've got a new member of the club. Someone who has made more fudge than a big fudgy thing in the whole history of the world. She's brought 20 lots of fudge today. A huge thank you to Jackie Hearn. There is a super duper upgrade to your hoodie. Thank you for everyone who's brought fudge and who isn't called Jackie. There will be trophies by your fudge hopefully later. We do rabbit ears, guys, in the inside room, so if you brought any, do check before you leave. We're on the normal route here today, which involves the sea wall of doom. The tide is high, the wind is coming from France, so it does mean it's a little bit sporting in places. It's not too bad, but if you are unlucky or if you've kicked a dog or anything recently, beware some splashes. The tide's going out, so don't worry about it. Basically, keep to the left of the path and you will remain dry and free of people smacking you in the other direction. For those of you who haven't been here before, it's a standard 3.28 mile loop. Does anybody here think Lee Rogers is a bit of a slow coachy sloth? Just Lee, is it? Right. Lee knows the way, importantly. Morning, David. How you doing? The route, you're going to go up here. You go in a straight line until you reach a gate. You go through the gate, there's an arrow there, onto the sea wall. You're going to think, blimey, there's a lot of sand on the sea wall, but you're going to ignore all that. Follow around until you reach the cone of doom. There's actually a lot of cones on the sea wall. If you find a cone and you think, blimey, I got here quick, it's the wrong cone. The cone you're looking for is a little cone and it has a big bit of tape coming down to the top of it. and it's further away than you want it to be. You get to the cone, and on the way back, you think there's Lee gone all the way to the cone, but honestly he has. You come back, you come up, there's only two paths here. On the way back, you come up the right-hand path, along the railway line, then you turn right, up Teletubby Hill, and then back to here, there, 3.28 miles. Just follow everyone. You just need to do 1 lap to be a finisher, 4 for a half, 8 for a marathon, 9 for a short ultra, 9 and a bit will explain 50k. You must be out on your last lap, 5:59:59 after start, even if you finish after 6 hours. Have you all got a clipping card to be clipped? Everybody? Paul? Got a card? Well done. Who forgot one? We're going to call them out. He's got one. Everybody pay for parking. Are we fit? Are we funky? We're just going to start on the other side of the gate. There are some cows and sheep, so do watch out for those. I do think the sheep have split into 2 factions. There's some over there this morning and some over there. They're all pretty friendly. Are we all fit? Come on, guys! Are you fit? Right. Scary clown number 1!
It's almost like
Before I forget, we had a historic milestone achieved yesterday very, very quietly. And there's cake here today, but Mr. David Brett, who used to be 6'3", 200th ultra yesterday. David may well be the only person on the planet who also did 100 half marathons and over 400 marathons. He really was 6'3" once. Today is the sea route. I have modified the course substantially since yesterday. The cone of doom is about 50 centimetres closer where it was. Mr. Nick Nicholson got 50k and 10 metres. Did you go for a wee yesterday, Nicholson? He's gone away, but it is very similar to it was yesterday. For those of you who haven't run here before, it's a very straightforward course. We're going to start just outside the gate so we don't all get crushed on the gate. I'm being filmed here. This is Rodney. You're going to go up the path. You're going to go in a straight line till you reach the sea wall. You will pass various factions of sheep on the way. They appear to be surrounding the cows today. I think they're going to hold their own. You're going to reach the seawall, you're going to go through the gate, you're going to turn left, and then you're going to go all the way along the seawall until you find the cone of doom. There are a bunch of cones on the seawall. If you find a cone and you think, I tell you what, this is good, it's the wrong cone. The cone you want is quite near the end, it's got tape outside it, and theoretically there will be a nozzer there as well. There's a nozzer. That's 6'6", it's very, very visible. You turn around the cone, you come back to the gate of doom you've just gone through, but you go up the other path. There are arrows as well. You go up the other path, you follow that for a bit, then you turn right, up Tubby Hill, down the hill, and back to here. 3.28 miles. 1 lap for your finisher, 4 for a half, 5 or 6 for a heavy half, 7 for a telling off, 8 for a marathon, 9 for a short ultra, 9 and a bit for 50k, which we'll explain to you. Must be out on your last lap, 5:59.59 after the start, even finished after the 6 hours. Have you all got a card to be punched? Old Christabel, well done for being our nominated person to get. Have we all got a parking ticket? Paid for parking ticket. Anybody feeling leads quick today? Where are you, sweetheart? Come on.
Come on then.
Up you.
Let's go then.
Have fun.
I'll race you to Joe. Congratulations on winning today, mate.
Granddad's just coming, walking down the hill. Well done, Daddy.
You take photos.
You'll pay to be here. Welcome! That's a bit there. So you could be in the office or at the brain today. Right, there are a few announcements before we start. Mr. Simon Clayton, no pressure, 25th marathon today. Joe Glister, who has been upgrading to marathons every day. Marathon today sees you become elite Jojo Glister. Also 1,500 miles for Sharon Dawes. Sam Brown, this is 250th SDN event today. The first person to do it. Will we see? We do. Right, James, we have a VIP visitor today who's very embarrassed because he's the last person to arrive. James Elson, you may have heard the name, but that is the man. He is the race director of Centurion Running, transformed long distance running in this country. I know there's many people here who aspire to do his events. He is the man. You may have read about Western States, Backwater, Barclay. He is the guy who has been there and done it. And you probably read about it as well. But he is the man. Look at the front of him, because you'll only see the back of him for the rest of the day. Welcome, James. Today, if your name is Richard, it's a bad day because we are on the seawall of doom. Standing 3.28 mile lap. For those of you who don't know the route, we're going to start just by that gate. You're on the path, you follow that to the seawall. You go through the gate of doom at the end, you turn left. You run along, you think this is a long way until you reach the cone. There are assorted cones on the seafront. If you find one there quite soon, it's bonus. If you find a cone too soon, it is the wrong cone. The cone that we have has a bit of tape coming out and it's a bit further along than you want it to be. Go around the cone and come back. When you get to the gate, you go up the other path. There are signs, don't worry too much. Go along the path by the railway, turn right, come up Teletubby Hill, turn left, and you come back down this hill. One lap. One lap for your finisher, 4 for a half marathon, 5 or 6 for a heavy half, 7 and you can get told off, 8 for a marathon, 9 for a short ultra, 9 and a bit for 50k. Apart from that, 10, 11, 12 is what James is doing, no pressure. Must be out on your last lap, 5:59.59 after start, even if you finish after 6 hour time again. Have you all got a card to be punched? Yeah. Everybody? Right, if your name is Lee or James or...
You've done it! You've finished Sandfire! Yay!
Well done, Terry. Okay, well done.
Hey!
Don't run Bilsy over.
He won't. We won't let him. They'll rip him to shreds. Challenge accepted. Kill.
5, 4, 3. What are you doing? You started on 2, 1, go. It was right on the floor.
You put your quilt up. Well, you always get your hip action done, isn't it? Yeah, There was. He's tired. Morning, Dave. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Well done!
Well done, Terry.
forgot to give Andrew Cody his 4,000 mile honey yesterday! Oh, woo! Thank you. Oh, lovely. Thank you. Right, actually, I just started the race accidentally. Right. It's Steve here, Steve Riot. It's always bloody late, isn't it? There will be a chap running around later who's panicked. This is 50th half marathon. Rosemary Nixon! Oh, for God's sake! It's hanging out with the freight that does that. Lee Rogers, I've seen Lee. In the loo. Really? Lee! 3,500 SVN miles today! Dawn Davis! Oh, come on! Are you in the loo, Dawn? 3,500 miles for Dawn as well! Right, for those of you who are doing the 10 in 10, today is day 6 and today is the Viking Challenge. Woo. We have evidence that the weather gods do not like Vikings. There's Dawn there, looking confused. 3,500 miles today. Oh, woo. Do any of you have visions perhaps of running through like a beach with like an inch of water splashing through sun-kissed coastal paths? Or standing on a rocky outcrop having waves gently splash you from below? No, because today's course is complete bollocks, guys. Right, has anyone got dry feet? No, kiss goodbye to those. I've been round the course and it is not, the good news is it is not muddy. The bad news is it is a bit sandy and it is very wet. There are some Olympic sized swimming pool puddles which aren't deep, but they do involve the word splash and getting wet feet. Also, when we go up and down the road, you're likely to get a bit of a refreshment from the passing lorries, and you're going to want to be so far left you're in the ocean. Right, for those of you who don't know, we're on the backup rubbish route here. The alternative is full of effluent, so even though this is rubbish, it is better than what it was, or could be. The lap is 4.37 miles. Who wasn't here yesterday?
They're in for a treat.
You are in. It is worth sticking £5 in your pocket because there is a Costa halfway along.
And a Subway.
And a Subway, yeah. The course is very straightforward. We're going to start about there where Andrew is. You're going to turn right almost immediately and you're going to go around the edge of the park. There's only one path. You're going to think Travis wasn't lying about those puddles. You're going to come to a kissing gate. You're going to go through the kissing gate rather than running into it, and you're going to turn left. There's a sign there, so don't worry. You then just run through a bit more park. You come to a set of traffic lights, you just stay on the path, and then you stay on cycle route 15 until the end of, the end of time. You're going to go past several road junctions, which are just like into scrap heaps and haulage lorry depots. You are going to be careful and not get squashed. You're going to go past a skip company called A Skips, and you are going to see a cone and you can see a blue arrow on the floor. That is the turnaround. If you come to a Thanet Metals truck saying they'll buy metal off you for £425 a tonne, you've gone too far. We only had one person go wrong yesterday, didn't we, John? Code allowed. If you take the sandwich, you're very, very lost. You turn around and you come straight back, all the way back to here. Come through the car park along that path, and we're going to clip you right there. The lap is 4.37 miles. One lap you can be a finisher, 3 for a half, 6 for a marathon, 7 and a little tiny bit for 50k. Just be on your last lap, 5:59.59 after start, even to finish the last lap after the 6 hours. Have you all got a card to turn into paper mache and fall off on lap 4? Yep. Have you all paid for your parking? Do they have number recognition system here and no sympathy? Go pay for it. I would do you. Well, you do it by phone as well, but don't forget to pay for your parking. This is third party contractors and no sympathy. Are we all feeling happy? Steve, put a jacket on, you make me feel cold already. Are we ready? You ready, sweet pea? No. Rachel, darling. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Day 6, halfway. Okay. Ring the bell. Hey. Which number?
Just today.
Got yours.
Hi Andrew. Have you come all together as a gang?
Met in the car park.
Terry, excellent. Right, anybody else?
Have you got a number for Joe Blackman?
Oh, Joe!
Hey, we got a whole team. The whole crew. Go team. Martin's riding with us as well. We have a big team.
Day 7.
Day 7, my legs are toast.
But he has us. Day 1 Claire.
I can hardly walk.
Really good. Here we go. Come on.
And here we have father-in-laws. You're walking. Yeah. Alright. Is this all we're about today? Go for it.
Come on, Lex. Come on, you can do this. You're on camera now. Focus on that hook. bet you can see the bell. Come on. Just turned 11:43. Come on, you've got this. What was the time? She thought she won. She got to do like 3 minutes.
Give it to.
Sorry, I've got to keep off. Sorry, I've got to
Thank you so much. You're amazing. Thank you. I know. Well done, guys. Get the bell then. The best bit. Go on, Andy. Last bit. You did it. Ring the bell. Well done. Awesome, Andy. Well done. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Well done. I know you're desperate. Feeling good?
Number on, looking a bit sad. This is their 8th day, so give a thumbs up or a high five or a overproof it or something like that. We have a few announcements on today. Her name is Sarah Matthews. You are running your 99. Your name is Claire Wright. You are running running your 99th. If your name is Steve Follows, 1,000 miles with SVN. No pressure for James Patterson, but a 50k earns him a 3,000 mile hoodie. Brett, David, how you feeling?
Giving up.
Run!
Oh, the embarrassed guy over there. 4,500 miles today, David. That's for your running, not for what you just done over there. Nick Nicholson.
I've seen him.
Are you here?
1,000 miles with SVN. Who's run this route before? Good. It's the same route as normal, apart from I have stretched it out by the bottom corner about 10 yards, right to the very end. The route is basically on 3 straight lines. That straight line, and the one by the sea. You're going to start off here and wonder why Lee is going off so quickly. In fact, he does go off to work after this. So that's the reason. Right down the very slight incline, you're going to get to the end. You're going to do a little right-left. You just curve around to the left. There you will find a Sharon. You go through the chine, which is a tunnel, through the cliff to the bottom. You will wonder what they're doing down there. I don't know, they're doing something, but run past them. Run along the seafront until you get to a yellow turnaround sign. You turn around and you go back the way you came. You then discover that chine was really quite steep. You come back up top of the hill, you just turn left where you see Sharon again, give Sharon a high five, and then you come out that path there. You are then going to have a good mile because it's all very slightly downhill. You're going to get to the bottom. There's the Mariner pub, there's a roundabout, there's a travel lodge. You turn around right at the end of the path, telephone box, turn round, and then be depressed at how the mile back again is rather more uphill than it was downhill. You come all the way along there, right, back up here. The course is marked with pink, like spray paint on the floor, some bits of chalk, and some yellow and black signs. All will be good. The people at the front know where they're going. Are we all reasonably happy? There are no roads to cross. Just wait for it all.
Hey, get up and go. I'll lay on right. Okay, we're good. Sorry.
last few days.
As does Paul Johnson. How are we all doing? The sun is shining, the sky is blue. That means the frost is melting. I am muddy and so are you. Right, the course has had a slight modification I discovered this morning. Bloody Scots. Who's run here before in the last couple of years or so? Cool. Mark, are you feeling fit? Yeah. Is Lee here? Yeah. He's just finished. 3.28 miles-ish. You're going to start from here. You're going to go straight down the hill. It is lovely and frosty at the moment. In 2 hours' time, it will not be lovely and frosty. It will be rubbish. You're going to get to the bottom of the hill onto the lower leisure path and follow the sides around to the right. You're going to follow that lower leisure path around until you get to a real steep-ass bridge. You're going to be real careful on that bridge because it is frosty as a snowman. You can run around, it's not over anything, but do be careful, it is very slippy. Before you get to the Bridge of Doom, you will find some surprising close signs. I was quite surprised this morning myself. There is about 20 yards short of that, a right-hand side saying go up a little tangential path to cut the Bridge of Doom out. You're going to follow those signs, wonder how Lee is so far ahead of you, and come straight down this path here. You're going to avoid the bloody dogs down there and do a whole lap of the other upper leisure path. It is well, it's not a straight line, it's a curved line, but follow the line, follow the path around until you find the nozzer over there. What you're not going to do is cut the corner off. I've stretched it out 10 yards. So you're going to come around the nozzer or the signs, or both, and then go back down that path, back the way you came. Back to here, 3.28 miles. For those of you who've run before, all it is cut that corner off. 4 laps for a half marathon, 8 for a marathon, 9 and a bit I'll make up for 50k. Must be out on your last lap, 5:59.59, even if it's after 6 hours. If you're going to be here for about 6 hours 45, it will be dark. The park closes at 16:30 and will be gone about 16:28. So don't be slow, Richard, I'm looking at you. And we have one announcement today! Stand on the steps of Sarah Matthews, 100th marathon! Sarah's mum and family are they're not here, but they will be on their way. Are they bringing the cake? The cake's on the table. The cake's already there!
Got a big crevice to it.
Do not break your neck on the slippy bridge over there. Are we ready? Rachel Slippy! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Don't keep me too long.
Ding ding.
That was bang on the same time.
Cold, and the park is closing, and the sun is setting. Sarah Matthews, 100th marathon! Sarah's very, very impressed. Well done, Fiona! second 10 in 10. It is definitely not the norm to do the 100th marathon on day 9. Tomorrow will be her 52. I will stop talking because Sarah is shivering. I'm not going to do my normal trick of asking to get a kick off. But Sarah Taylor, welcome to the 100 Marathon Club!
Right stuff, Sarah.
Sarah, is that regulation metric? Great stuff. Do the hand, fingers. You know exactly where it is. Original 2015, 2016, 2017 route, which is going to start about there. You're going to go in a straight line on the lower leisure farm. You're going to go around in a big curve to the minor hill of inconvenience. At the top of the hill, you're going to turn left and do a clockwise lap of the upper leisure farm. You're going to go to the side to the you're going to go all the way around it and then go back down the path you came up and go all the way around back again to here. The course is marked with lots of little green SVN arrows, yay big, and I've put a whole bunch of black and yellow signs as well. Plan B, follow lead. That is a rubbish plan. One lap is the finisher, 3.5 marathon, 6 for a marathon, 7 and a bit I forgot to make up for 50k, I'll fix something. You must be out on your last lap by 59 after you start, even if you finish after 6 hours, and there is an absolute cut-off of 7:15 because it will be dark and the park's closed and we will go home. Are we all reasonably happy?
Done.
One more. One more. Turn it over.
If you clip twice, though, I won't have one more, will I? Oh, okay.
Back to run, called a marathon.
Most of them like sprinted in, got the bell.
Oh, that's so nice.
Bring the bell first.
No, not even a cuddle. Not even a thanks. A love. Well done.
on, Jojo. Great running. Looks strong all day. Well done. Woo! Hey! Woo! Whoop, 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 whoop.
Here we go now. We've been waiting a year for